Hello, hello, hello. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. And here are some of today's trends in the news. Think about it, think about it, think about it, think about it. Trends in the news. Where do you get trends in the news? Oh, you get it from Fox? Yeah, Fox U, man. Oh, you get trends in the news from CNN, the Cartoon News Network? No, no, no. Not on ABC, CBS, NPR, FUCKYOU, only on Trends in the News. We are the #1 trend broadcasting system in the world. No magazine like the Trends Journal. We are giving you what nobody can give you anywhere, anyhow. They don't teach trends at Oxford. Don't treat it at Harvard, Princeton, Yale. You know why? Because they're too fucking stupid. They're so locked into the system. All they do is sell you bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Hey, how about a history course? Oh, yeah, once upon a time, way back then. Now we're going to give you a test. Now, when did this war happen? And that, all right, we're giving you what nobody else gives you. Trends in the news, and here are some of them. Today, the markets, another day. U.S. stocks churned lower. Led to the downside by the tech sector as investors monitored the war in Ukraine. Investors, fucking gamblers, say this investor shit and shove it up your ass. It's a fucking rigged game. The bigs are in control of everything. And they bring in the little people to play. Yeah, go to the casino. It's all it is, investors. Fuck off with this bullshit. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed nearly 100 points lower after being positive for much of the session. The S&P was down 0.53%, and the NASDAQ dropped 1.56%. So, what happened here? Oh, Walmart gained more than 2%. You get it? The market doesn't mean fucking shit. You got the big companies in control of everything. Yeah, Walmart's going up because everybody else is going down. That little cocksucker, oh, I couldn't call him a cocksucker. That little guy that liked to get blowjobs, which I don't, it's okay, but hey, depending on where they're coming from. But he liked that Monica Lewinsky chick, yeah. These people are the ones that destroyed this country. They did away with all of the antitrust acts that prohibited the bigs from owning everything. That fucking prick, that arrogant little slimeball piece of scum murderous shit, Bill Clinton. Oh yeah, the Federal Communications Act did away with it. Now the bigs own it all, and you gotta hear the bullshit, coming out of the asses of these prostitutes and the other ones that media whores that get paid to put out by their corporate pimps and their government whoremasters. He did away with the Glass-Steagall Act, let the bankers get bigger. Oh, investments. Fuck off, they're buying up everything. That's where they make all their money now. Doing the deals, the deal makers, the banksters, yeah, the ones that put Jesus Christ up on the cross, yeah, those banksters. The Merrill Lynch mob, yeah, Goldman Sachs guys, Mr. and Mr. Rothschild, yeah. Anyway, they destroyed this. The bigs are only getting bigger. Oh, and it was Bill Clinton that allowed the drug dealers to put the ads on TV. What a fuck. Murderous bastard. Oh, what he did in Iraq, what he did in Yugoslavia. Anyway, what else do we got here? Oh, Powell now, they're looking at only an interest rate rise of 0.25%, 0.25%. They were talking about 0.5%, 50%. But now with the Ukraine war, things are backing off as inflation's going up. And what else do we have? Overseas, European markets closed down only 2%. Oil. Oil today hit its highest level since 2008 before backing off. It got up to $116 a barrel, excuse me, for Brent crude. Last time that happened was back in September of 2008. Get it? Panic of '08. Oil prices skyrocketed as everything went down. We're going into dragflation, not stagflation, a dragging economy and rising inflation, and you better do what you can to think about it on how you're going to beat this game, because it's going to be ugly. So the prices went down, but the Brent crude declined over 2%, but it's still at $110 a barrel. Been to the gas pump lately? Spot gold was up 1935. Again, you know, our forecast in the Trends Journal, Bitcoin, gold, silver, we've been right on target. And again, when interest rates go way up, gold can go way down. But not if the economy crashes, and not when Wall Street crashes. It's the best, in my estimation, as a trend forecaster who's been buying gold. My first buy at $187.50 an ounce back in the 70s. It's the best safe haven asset in my belief. And I do not give financial advice. Okay, great what they're doing. Talked about inflation, huh? Talked about the going up on oil. Well, guess what? Today copper prices hit a new high. A new high. Aluminum broke another record. What else do we have? Nickel, jumped 6%. Highest since 2011, during the worst of the Panic of '08. Inflation is skyrocketing, and now with all of the sanctions being put on Russia, they're making a terrible situation worse. Do you think it makes a fucking bit of difference to Putin or the oligarchs or the rich people about inflation? It hurts the little people. And guess what? Guess what? You want to swallow the shit coming out of Biden and all the political fuckfaces that are saying more sanctions on Russia? Yeah, keep doing it. Not only does it hurt the Russian people, it hurts us. We have to pay more for everything. Get it? And it won't make a bit of fucking difference. Cuba. Cuba. 1992, they put sanctions on it. Did it change anything? Yep. Fuck the people really good. Yeah. That's all it does. As the rich get richer and the big get bigger. And for more about that, please tune in my podcast with Judge Andrew Napolitano that we did yesterday. It is a brilliant one, man. There is no judicial authority in America that tops Judge Andrew Napolitano. And it's great. So, what else do we got here? Aluminum, palladium went up. No, don't worry about it. Palladium, 40% of the palladium comes from Russia. Got it? This is terrible what's going on. Just terrible. The energy prices are going through the roof. Scott, palladium, again, it's the one commodity that Russia, 40%. Oh, and the automakers, you need this for catalytic converters. Got it? Russian economy to shrink 35% due to Ukraine invasion, J.P. Morgan says. Terrific. And what else do we have here? Powell calls for rates to rise 1/4 point. Okay, inflation's going up, oil prices soaring. OPEC is saying, no, we're not going to be dumping more oil in there. Inflation goes higher. They're not going to raise interest rates that much. You got it. It'll keep going up. And the markets will keep going up too, as long as interest rates stay low. And for more on the markets and where they're going, you want to go to the Trends Journal, because we got Gregory Mannarino there doing his market forecast. And there's our cover of this current one. Unite for peace or die for war. Not a peep about peace in the prostitutes. All they're doing is selling hate and war. Oh, you don't believe me? Listen to this little dickhead, what he wrote, what he tweeted today, this Hannity. Hannity, you fucking piece of shit. You little handjob scumbag. You want to get tough? Go fight. Here's what he tweeted today. Putin won't know who to hit back. Sean Hannity wants NATO to secretly bomb Russian convoy heading to Kiev. You stupid fucking piece of shit. Anybody that wants to go fight Russia, go put on your military drag, take your wife, take your kids, take yourself, and go lead the charge. Again, you go back to your Trends Journal, 2014, detailing how the United States overthrew the democratically elected government of Yanukovych and what went on since. Your Trends Journal is filled with facts, not bullshit spewing out of the mouth of little fucking guys like a Hannity that couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. Oh, little Lindsey Graham, did you come out of the fucking closet yet? We gotta get tougher. What tougher? What tougher? This is terrible, man. We are on the verge of World War III. Not one peep about peace, and I fight for peace. Yeah, remember the rallies I have every 4th of July and on and on? Unite for peace, restore freedom, the freedom that they've robbed from us. How dare you talk about peace, Celente? I'm a piece of shit. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I'm a warmonger. Oh, Ukraine war can inflate food costs. No shit. The war is going to cost every one of us. Every one of us. The more sanctions, the higher prices go. We have detailed it in this Trends Journal and last week's word for word, where it's going, what's next, and what to do. Conflicts disrupt global shipping. That's in today's Wall Street. Oh, yeah? Prices going higher. Prices going higher. Biden declares Putin must pay a price. Oh, yeah? Keep pushing them. Keep pushing them. State of the Union, Biden said, Putin miscalculated. When dictators do not pay a price for their aggression, they cause more chaos, Biden said. He said Putin rejected efforts to diplomacy, which is a lie. He thought the West and NATO wouldn't respond. What are they going to respond to? Everybody's saying that Putin lost this thing. It's a week old. It's a week old. And he goes on, Mr. Biden Putin was wrong. We were ready. Ready for what? NATO countries pour weapons into Ukraine. Great. Great. Keep pouring them in. In an unprecedented move, the EU is financing the purchase and delivery of arms and weapons to Ukraine. This is from DW. The EU has earmarked $503 million in weaponry. Biden promises to inflict pain on Putin. Oh, yeah, inflict more pain. Keep getting that pain going. Oh, yeah, once you get enough pain, he's going to back off, right? The more pain you put on, the worse it gets, right? No. How might the war end? 5 factors loom large. All right, this is in the Wall Street Journal. This is a riot. Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine isn't going as planned. How the fuck do they know how it's going as planned? How the fuck do they know? Who's this? Oh, Stephen Fiddler. Yeah, Fiddler on the fucking roof, jerking off on the roof. What the fuck do you know what his plans are and where he's going? Fuckface. Oh, Vladimir Putin's invasion in Ukraine isn't going as planned so far, according to military strategists. Hey, what fucking military strategists? The ones that, the Afghan war that lasted for 20 years and we lost, but we killed several 100,000 people. Oh, the Iraq war only killed 1 million. What military strategists? How about fucking arrogant jerk-off shitheads? Every day the Ukrainians don't lose, they win politically. said Michael Clark, former director of the Royal United States. Look at that shithead. Although predictions, military strategists are focusing on several factors to provide clues. Lawrence Friedman, a professor emeritus at war studies. What a bunch of shit. They give these guys these titles. Professor emeritus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Professor Fuckface. What does he say? He goes, London doesn't think the Russians will succeed in installing a puppet government in Ukraine. They can't occupy the whole country. A puppet government in Kiev, not backed by Russian arms, wouldn't have any legitimacy and wouldn't survive. Hey, fuckface, how about the puppet government the Americans put in? How about the words that we put in here from Victoria Nuland to Jeffrey Pyatt back in 2014 when they're going to put yachts in there? Yeah, after they overthrew Yanukovych, okay? You listen to this shit. We're all astonished that the new Russian army looks like the old Red Army, not well trained, not very well commanded, with nearly, oh yeah. Who says that? I mean, they know best. The Americans, oh yeah, they're in there for a fucking week. America was in Afghanistan for 20 years. Couldn't beat 89,000 Taliban. Over a decade in Iraq, destroying the place. Vietnam, you lost. You only killed 3 million people. Military strategists? How about psychopaths? Oh, speaking of which, former NATO Supreme Allied Commander Wesley Clark said, the most important move now is for President to announce Vladimir Putin is a war criminal. Yeah, you're the guy that went over there and helped destroy Yugoslavia. Yeah. How about war criminals? The Bosnia War, the Kosovo War? You're a war criminal. War criminal? How about George W. Bush? All you stupid fucking people shooting off this shit. You want to talk about a war criminal? How about Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction and ties to Al-Qaeda? I talked about Judge Napolitano. You go to his site. He had Phil Giraldi on there, former top CIA guy. He quit during when the Iraq War was before it happened because he saw all the lies coming and the CIA knew it. And that guy Tenet, that little dick, he was the front man lying against what all the CIA guys were against. They lied. Hey, Clark, if you're going to call Putin a criminal, and I am totally, 1,000,000% opposed to what Putin is doing. Totally. I am not for this. But if you're going to call somebody a war criminal, how about George W. Bush? How about Obama? I want that guy Assad out of there. Oh, in NATO, when that dickhead Hannity's shooting his fucking mouth off? Oh, yeah, NATO did a great job with Libya. NATO did a great job with Yugoslavia and Kosovo. How many did you kill over there? NATO. No, NATO did a great job in Iraq and Afghanistan. Sanctions are the only alternative to Third World War, Biden says. Oh, listen to Biden, yeah. Look, you have two options. Start a Third World War, go to war with Russia physically, or two, make sure that the country that acts so contrary to international law, unlike the United States, the murderous most fucking nation since the end of World War II, pays a price for having done it. Paying a price? No. Sanctions begin to bite Russian civilians. We're paying the price. The Russians are paying it. We're paying it. You're seeing it at the pump. You're seeing it at your food. It's going higher, higher, higher. You got a bunch of dickheads telling you what to do. Bend over, take it up the ass. You believed in the COVID shit. Swallow this shit. Oh, and by the way, remember I said the COVID war would end? You see when Biden's shooting his fat mouth off over there? And you don't have to wear a mask anymore in Congress. Oh, yeah, we just changed it. Russia silences an independent media outlet. Yep, just like the West silences Anybody that came out against anti-vax, anybody that questioned the vaccines, anybody that didn't want them, no different. No different. And by the way, RT today, boop, closed down in America, quote, looks like permanently. U.S. tries to rally Mideast partners, but many stay neutral. They are opposed to this. India as well. COVID rethink. China rethinks COVID approach. Again, as I said, it's ending. Google's set to return to offices, so April 4th. COVID war ending. And police battle vaccine mandate protesters in New Zealand. How dare anyone refuse to get vaccinated? How dare you? How dare you don't want an Operation Warp Speed gene therapy injection? And the truckers' convoy. It didn't happen when Biden gave the talk, but it's ramping up again. I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't know how they're saying that they have about 9,000 trucks already. We'll see what happens, but they're a little too late because the COVID war is almost over. What I'd love to see is a truckers' peace and freedom convoy. Peace and freedom. What's going on between Russia and Ukraine has been going on back and forth. The neighboring countries, that's not my business. I'm an American. I believe in George Washington, his farewell address, no foreign entanglements, and warning us over and over again, a number of presidents. We haven't won a war. We've only made bad situations much worse. This is not my fight. So if you want to help unite, please consider donating to occupypeace.com, occupypeace.com. If we don't unite for peace, again, look at the cover of your Trends Journal. Unite for peace or die for war. I'm the only one out there that's screaming and yelling for peace. And I'm tired of hearing people saying, well, you're not going to make any difference. You know, fuck off. Go join go get your brains blown out. And anybody that wants to go fight, go. Send your wife. You know what they're doing there? Here, this is the propaganda. This is Russia hammers civilian targets. Right? New York Times. Rocket assaults kill civilians in Ukraine. One after another. Russian strikes escalate heavy toll. Civilians they show. One after another. Yeah. Russian captures crucial Black Sea port as bombing of civilian targets escalate. You didn't see this in the Iraq War. You didn't see it in the Afghan War. You didn't see it in the Libyan War or the Syrian War about all the civilians Americans killed. This isn't journalism. It's propaganda. If they were real journalists, they'd be doing the same thing when America kills people. Oh, they didn't kill any civilians in Iraq? They didn't kill any civilians in Afghanistan? How about all the civilians that are dying now in Yemen? A war brought to you by the Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner, Barack Obama, and that undersecretary of state, under the fucking toilet bowl, Anthony Blinken, who went over to Saudi Arabia to help give him intelligence to kill the civilians in Yemen. How come those aren't headlines? How come? How come? Yeah, all these pictures. In Kiev, hospital, children suffer doubly. How about all the children? Yemen is only the worst humanitarian crisis on earth. How come you fucking pricks can't say the other word, aren't putting that on the front page? Because you're prostitutes. You're media whores that get paid to put out by your corporate pimps and your government whoremasters. So listen, we're in the fight for our lives. If you want to know what's going on, Yeah, pick up the New York Times. You might as well jerk off. Well, you can't. This is a toilet paper record. You can wipe your ass with it. Or subscribe to the Trends Journal and read history before it happens. TrendsJournal.com. Thank you, and remember, check out my video with Judge Napolitano. It's up there. Brilliant. Go to his site, see the one he did with Phil Giraldi, the former CIA guy, that he put up yesterday as well. And read your Trends Journal. The facts are there. The motto is, think for yourself. Thank you, and good night. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.